wearing my uniform, just getting ready for work, and I have this really strange thought in my head. I'm wearing a uniform, and then I thought, I think I've been wearing a uniform of one sort or another all my life. And then I was thinking, it can't be just me. Maybe other people, maybe you have had to wear a uniform all your life. Hold that thought. Hello Vampers, welcome to the channel. Existing viewers, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name's Neil, I'm 61 and I live full time in my camper van. Now, as I say, strange thought this morning. Why am I wearing a uniform? Well, one of the obvious reasons is I work for a company which has a corporate uniform policy. But I'm not in the army or anything. I mean, why? I mean, I can see why I'm wearing a uniform at the moment, because that's the that's the policy. Well, it got me thinking a bit more. A bit of a eye opener. How long have I been having to wear a uniform? I mean, I think it started probably when I was 5. Was it 5 or 6 when you first go to infant school? I had to wear a uniform for school. And then I thought again, and I was thinking, back in the day, when I was a baby, there was probably a distinct difference between genders. That all boys were dressed in blue and all girls were dressed in pink. So it probably started then. I was just like a uniform then. And then obviously when I went to school, it's a uniform at school. Go up to the next school, junior school, a different uniform. But still a uniform. And then into high school, again, another uniform. I mean, I don't know how many schools still have uniform policies. And obviously the change between babies wearing blue and pink's probably changed over the years. And it's probably not as prevalent as it used to be when I was a baby. But it got me thinking why society puts us into uniforms from an early age. And then you'd have, one school would have a blue blazer and another school might have a grey blazer. Why did different schools have different uniforms? Distinguish between one area and another? Creating a separation between people? What do you think? Is that what it was for? Was it a way of controlling? You know, society controlling us through uniforms? And I say, it's not just through my school years. Different types of jobs have different types of uniforms. Even working in an office when I was working in London, I had a uniform of sort, you had to wear a suit and tie and a shirt. I mean, fair enough that you could have a different colour, but it was still like a uniform for an office worker. And then you look at all the different fast food takeaways. They all have uniform policies. But why? That's the question I'm asking, is why are they forced to wear a uniform? Why are we forced to wear a uniform? Is it society's way, another form of controlling us in some form? I'm not sure. It's just a strange thing which popped in my head today because I was putting on my uniform for work. I'd like your thoughts in the comments of what I'm talking about. I can understand when you're in the armed forces, you wear a uniform. But again, that's still a bit of a strange one. I mean, you wear your uniform, say you're in the army, you have your uniform, and then somebody else's army have their uniform. Does it help to identify the enemy? Probably. But what's that got to do with normal society? Why are we wearing uniforms in day-to-day society? It's a strange one, this. I've never thought about it before. It was just like a revelation, a light bulb moment going off in my head this morning. I was like, yes, uniforms, controlling. But for what reason, I don't know. I might be just waffling. I don't know. I just wondered if it's anything which other people have thought about. Has it ever occurred to you, if you're actually wearing a uniform in your day-to-day life without actually realising that you're wearing a uniform? It doesn't have to be a regimented uniform, but a uniform of type to distinguish between you and somebody else doing a different type of work. Does this everybody wearing the same uniform, does it create a feeling of belonging? Or is it more about conforming? I mean, where I work at the moment, I don't see any customers. So why would I have to wear a uniform? I'm not promoting the company I work for. Take for McDonald's, for instance. You go into McDonald's and they're all wearing the McDonald's uniform. But again, they're not really advertising McDonald's because you're already in McDonald's when you see them in uniforms. So it's not a corporate way of advertising the company. It's a way of controlling people, I think. That's my thought on it anyway. So this is really just a short video I'm putting out because the thought popped into the head. Now if you find this interesting, give me a like. And if you want to see what I get up to next or what I say next, when you feel like it, You can subscribe to my channel, but only if you want to. It don't cost you anything anyway. But I'd like it if you watch and comment. So the question for from this video is, what do you think of uniforms in society? What is the reasoning behind it? Not just in the UK, it'll be across the world in different areas, different countries. Some will be uniform policy for the corporate, and others will be distinctions between different type of workers or schools. Yes, this is just it got my head going this morning when I just put this uniform on, and I thought, wow, I've always wore a uniform. From being a waiter, working in catering, working in an office, one type of uniform or another, so that I'm conforming a stereotype of what society is forcing on us. So until the next time, bye for now.